found even more information just within this last 30 minutes. Now, firefighters have been out here since about 3:15, but I just talked with people who had been living in the building where the fire happened. It wasn't their apartment where the fire was taking place, but they said that they first started to see, smell, smoke. It all started kind of happening at once, just a little after 3. The neighbors tell me that they knew that the people that lived across the hall where they assumed the fire was happening had puppies, kids. They said that they were just extremely worried. They started knocking on the door. They didn't hear an answer, so they ended up just basically shoulder barreling the door in and getting in that apartment. They said luckily the family and the kids, whoever they thought lived there, weren't in there, and they actually got those puppies out. We do know from the fire department as well that the fire started in an upstairs apartment. This is an 8-unit, 2-story building. We know, thankfully, no injuries were reported, and the fire was under control within 10 minutes of the fire department getting here. Now, we also know that code enforcement is on scene. I'm told they're back there in the apartment buildings right now. They're working on most likely going to condemn this building. He's doing his inspections now. I was also told by the fire department that several buildings in this area have already been condemned. Now, we've done some research, a little bit of research looking into this, and we have found that there have been at least 4 fires in this block since late March. Now, we are going to be working on talking with code enforcement in just a little bit when they get done doing their inspection over there, trying to learn a little bit more about why so many fires, why these buildings, why this block. But again, thankfully, no injuries were reported. And of course, we'll update you as soon as we know more. Live in Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.